Out in the deserts of Arizona, away from civilization and technology, is a race and a party unlike any other. The Javelina Jundred was the second 100-mile race that I had ever signed up for. In Fountain Hills, Arizona for the Javelina Jundred. Super excited, nervous to be out here. It's supposed to be beautiful weather, mid-80s during the day, low 50s at night. And we just rolled into camp about 3 o'clock this morning. It was a long drive up from Colorado Springs, so didn't get a ton of sleep. Hoping to be able to get a better night's sleep tonight, since I'm probably gonna be up for over 24 hours on Saturday into Sunday running, and my buddy Matt Huff's gonna pace me tomorrow night. Should be an awesome experience. Peace. I had signed up for the Javelina because I heard it was one of the funnest ultramarathons that you can do. It is also a fairly flat course out in the deserts of Arizona, so it shouldn't be too technical or too difficult to finish, other than the fact that it's still 100 miles. At the event center to pick up swag bag and stuff. I had managed to narrowly avoid disaster at the Antelope Canyon 100, and I was really hoping to have a solid race this time. For those who finish the Javelina 100 in under 24 hours, you get a giant silver belt buckle with a humongous javelina on it. I had trained hard, and I was hoping that that buckle would be mine. Here we are at headquarters, in a tent spot. Yeah, I'll have my pillow, have an air mattress. Don't need much, probably won't sleep much anyways.
Yeah.
Honestly, I couldn't fit it.
Oh, you couldn't fit a cot in
Couldn't fit a cot in this thing. Nope. Hey, there's someone else from Colorado, I'd imagine. I had brought a little one-man bivvy so that I could stay right by the race starting line and try and get as much sleep as possible before the big day. But as any of you who have done a big event know, it is really hard to get any sleep. And so I would probably be starting this 24-hour plus endurance event with only 3 to 4 hours of sleep at best. My wife and I have 6 kids, and whenever we go to do an ultra, it's usually a family event. We all pile up in our 12-passenger van and head out for the race. The Javelina is awesome because they have a lot of family events, from face painting and small games to a small petting zoo where you can see tarantulas and snakes. They even had a movie beforehand. There were some small races for the little kids to get involved with, and it was just an awesome time for everybody. Are you excited?
You can hear me.
Okay. Any mark? Wait, any mark.
Get set. Go.
Go, buddy. For the vast majority of us doing an event like this, it isn't about being the best or being the fastest. It's about just finishing and having a great time.
Keep going, buddy.
The race with the little guys was the same. They were just out there to have fun.
Look, there's a finish.
And it was a great reminder about why I do these events in the first place. So it is 8:47, Friday night. Last night before the Javelina starts. Got an early morning, but feeling pretty good, optimistic. Hoping to beat 24 hours, get a big belt buckle, but pretty sure I'll at least finish in under 30, so good night, catch you in the morning.
Cell phone. Diego, who's lost their phone?
Here we go, party for 100 miles in the desert. Tyler.
Alright, Tyler.
Dude, I love the costume, man.
Thanks, man.
Now, do you do Fred every year?
I do.
Okay, I've seen you on videos before.
Yeah, man, that's me.
That's awesome. Well, Todd, best of luck, sir.
Thanks, man. You too, Tyler.
The Javelina takes place the weekend before Halloween, and a lot of runners show up in awesome costumes every year. It's like a giant dance rave costume party in the desert. It's one of the biggest ultras out there, with over 1,100 participants running between the 100-miler and the 100K race.
Right across the map, come on.
A little slow going here. There we go. Races typically start in the early morning, and it is always so cool to see a giant conga line of headlamps right before the sun comes up. So, hit single track. Kind of congested a little bit. Just had a good show of people. I guess it's sort of a forced pacing. Don't got too fast, but yeah. Sun's starting to come up already. See a little bit of the desert, the mountains. It's just beautiful out here. I've often been asked about pacing for an ultramarathon. One of the best pieces of advice I ever heard was that if you feel like you're going too slow, you need to slow down. And truer words have never been spoken. Got a beautiful sunrise going on right now. I'm really hoping that this is the last sunrise that I'll see on this course during the race. If I can hit my goal of coming in under 24 hours, I'll be back at headquarters before 6 o'clock in the morning, and that'd be before the sun comes back up. So here's to hoping. All right, so the first aid station here with Baby Shark. What's your name?
Hey, Melissa.
Melissa is an awesome costume. Best of luck on the race.
Best of luck.
Checking in at 5 miles.
Very good.
So far, so good. I think pacing's pretty good. Still a pretty large clump of people. I'm sure that'll thin out as it starts to get hot. But just trying to run my own pace. Just a few more miles to Jackass Junction.
Oh yeah.
So we're 6 miles in, and you see there are a lot of crazy people joining me out on the course today. But it's just beautiful out here, being in the desert. So apparently you don't even have to go to Dagobah if you want to train with Yoda. It's a mile 10 check-in. You're going pretty good. Right, it's a little sore. A little tight, I guess. But so far it's been good. Got some awesome people on the course. A lot of them from California. Just enjoying nature. The aid stations are about perfectly spaced apart, right around 5 miles. It gives you enough time to really move between aid stations, but they're still close enough that you don't really have to pack too much stuff on you and really add to that weight and wear those legs out. It really wouldn't be possible to do a race like this without all of the awesome volunteers. Those that set up the race, take it down, and especially those at the aid stations. They make sure you've got everything that you need and cheer you on every step of the way. As enjoyable as it is to hang out at the aid stations, you've really got to try and push through. With an aid station every 5 miles, that means you've got about 4 stops per loop. With 5 loops, that time can really start to add up if you start to spend 10-15 minutes at every single aid station stop. Checking in about 12.5 miles in, and this price, still feeling good. We still have like, what, 87.5 miles left. So the road race hasn't even begun yet. It's probably not until about mile 60 when it gets dark. Your legs feel like crap. My goodness. The mountains, the desert, the cacti. It's just such a beautiful place to get out, hang out with a bunch of cool people. And they said that there's no shade on this course. Look at that. Giant cactus. Got shade right there, baby. Totally in the shade. There are huge swings in the temperature between the morning, afternoon, and nighttime in the Javelina out there in the desert. So it can get deceptively hot when it starts out so cool first thing in the morning. 15.5. Going in Rattlesnake Ranch. The first 20 to 30 miles are really a test of restraint. If you can't hold back the energy during that time, by the time you get to mile 60 or 70, the legs will be shot and there just won't be anything left in the tank. Got some big old cacti out here. Thing's massive. The first part of the race is by far the easiest, and not just because the legs are fresh. It's also because your mind is fresh. You haven't had the strain of hours on your feet, of aching in your legs, and an upset stomach to really try and set you back yet. Respect the sand. It really takes the energy out of your step. It's starting to get a little bit warm. Once you get past the marathon distance, it's really a race against your mind. The mental challenge is by far the hardest part of an ultramarathon. Your body can do amazing things, but if your mind shuts you down, you cannot accomplish those. Almost done with loop 1. Should be coming up on Javelina headquarters pretty soon. It'll be nice to see Sherry and family, and Matt Huff came out to help pace me later tonight. And he should be out there, so it'll be good to see him. He's the one that got me back into running a couple years ago, training for the Flying Pig. So I'm excited. Lap 1. Going down in the books.
Come on now, cool it down. Come on now.
Yes, please.
Yes.
There you go.
Woo! That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, here's my awesome crew. Thanks, guys. Bye, love. So I just hit mile 25, and it's kind of daunting to think that I still have to do what I did 3 more times before I'm done with this race, but legs still actually feel pretty darn good right now. It's nice to be able to change socks and rest for just a little bit back at headquarters. And I've been thinking lately just about life and about someone who is an amazing example to me, and that was my grandpa, Gary Fowles. He was an amazing man, and I can't think of anyone that I know personally that had to go through more than he did. He had MS when I was growing up, and just kind of slowly got weaker and weaker over time, and throughout everything, through all that he lost physically, he was just an amazing example. I never heard him complain. He never gave up. And even when he got to where he couldn't really even walk anymore on his own, he was still trying to lift others in any way that he could. And just an amazing example. And when I think about why I do races like this, it's really to work through something that's challenging. Hey, how's it going? and I don't want to give up. I just think, you know, maybe for one day I can try and be like my grandpa was, to suffer and to push myself and not complain and do more than I think I'm capable of. There's really no other race that I've ever done where I thought, you know, I'm not sure if I can even finish this. It may not be my fastest time, but I've never done anything like a 100-miler before until I did it. And so I think about this race, my second 100-miler. Just want to do it in memory of my grandpa, a great man most of the world never knew, and try for at least a day to be like him. Rattlesnake Ranch 2.0. You know, not a super fan of the second loop. It's just this gradual, almost constant uphill, so it's hard to run and save energy for the last 3 loops. So I had to walk almost the whole thing. I guess just that means that the 3rd and the 5th loops are gonna be mostly downhill, which I guess is nice. Just hard to do that on trash quads. So I guess it's kind of like running uphill both ways. Just kind of pick your poison, I guess. I hear some bells and some yelling, so must be coming up on Jackass Junction round 2. That'd be nice. Getting a little bit low on hydration. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just some people on the trail. Oh well, it's still good. All right, almost 34 miles in. Should be coming up on the next aid station in just a couple miles. And decided to do gratitude segments. See if it helps keep out of the low spots or get out of them when I get into them. And legs are actually still feeling really good. But first thing I'm grateful for is not dislocating my shoulder. Took a pretty bad spill right after Jackass Junction and took it right on my shoulder in the face. I don't think my face got beat up too bad. I can't see it, but got my shoulder pretty decent. But definitely could have been way worse. Didn't hit any rocks with my head or anything like that. Just got a couple small boo-boos. Be able to suck it up, and still on track to finish this sucker in less than 24 hours. That's the goal. So just keep plugging away. And here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a gift from the devil himself, the bench of no return. Many a determined runner has gone to the bench and never returned to finish the race, or so I'm told. Back to Coyote Camp.
Yeah, we'll see how the night goes. Yeah. How's it going, man?
Doing good, thank you.
It's so easy to lose a lot of time at aid stations, especially as your legs start to get tired. If you just think about it, 5 to 10 minutes at every single aid station, and if there's an aid station every 5 miles, turns into 20 aid stations and in over 100 to 120 minutes, which is several hours of time that can be spent.
Under there. Way to go, Fred. Yeah. Lap 2. Down the books.
Yeah?
Yep, hey. Thank you so much. Woo! Woo! That feels awesome. Thank you. Lap 2's in the books. Out for lap 3. My last one in 4:29. I think if I can keep that, I should be good to finish in 24. Another lap after this will be pacer at nighttime. So, be out of the heat. Grateful for my crew. Helped me out and made that last pit stop really fast and streamlined. Here's an update. Let's see, we are 44.8 miles in. So getting close to halfway done. And sun's starting to go down. Actually giving a little shade, which is really nice. It was getting hot earlier. Coyote Camp, round 3. Sun's starting to set. I think it's cooling off. It'll be real nice. So, just left. I think that was Coyote Camp, if I remember right. 45.5 miles in. Had some ginger ale and a little piece of burrito. Actually feel really good right now. Looking forward to this weather cooling off so I can quit shoving ice down my sleeves and in my hat. Just over 2 laps in. Spread out quite a bit. Hey, great job. See the sun starting to go down there, but still just beautiful, beautiful mountains. Kind of sad I have to keep my head down a bit because the sun's getting lower. If I don't keep my hat down, the sun's right in my eyes, but man, it's beautiful. It's pretty much time to say goodbye to Mr. Sun, I think. Probably gonna have to stop icing myself or I'm gonna get hypothermic. I think it's already down into the 70s. We got up into the mid to high 80s today, so it'd be nice not to have to carry any ice around anymore. And man, I think I'm almost 50 miles in. So grateful to feel as good as I do right now.
The setting of the sun meant I wouldn't have to deal with the heat, but nighttime brings its own challenges. Running alone at night is really mentally taxing, especially after dozens of miles on your feet. And in Arizona, you still have to watch out for tarantulas and rattlesnakes.
Got a mascot joining the parade. Halfway through this bad dog. Still feeling pretty good, just a little sore. Hey, nice job. I can just keep this pace, should be good. Hit my goal. So grateful that my family could come out and be with me for this. It's always great to have someone in your corner backing you up. Just leaving Jackass Junction, round 3. Hey, good job. Got some pizza and ginger ale. Feeling great now that sun's down. It's like a completely different race. Legs are a little tired, but overall I feel pretty dang fresh. I feel way better than the last 100 mile I ran. So, I don't think I have any blisters. Grateful not having any blisters at this point. I've been changing my socks every lap. And it's one less thing to worry about. Just looking forward to running at night out here now. Got sunset out in the desert. Nice job. It's looking beautiful. I'm hoping that that's the last time I'll see the sun on this race. If I can hit 24 hours, I'll be finishing in the dark. So headlamps are coming out. I probably better get mine. Man, I made a mistake. I didn't realize it was gonna get so dark so fast. And I've got a little weenie headlamp as my backup. I thought it'd be fine so I could try and save it from weight. I ended up getting freaking bit by a rattlesnake, so I can't see crap on the trail. But man, race is going so well right now. Just the sun's down, it's dark, but man, the temperature's perfect for running. My stomach is the best I've felt ever this far in a race, with my N of 2 for races, of course. But I mean, I'm actually hungry, which is not what I'm used to feeling at this point. And it's not because I need calories, like calorie-wise I'm fine. I'm just hungry because I've just been doing liquid for nutrition, minimal food, and so my stomach's empty, but and my legs feel like they can go another 40 miles, a little more than that. I'll be done. So here we are. This is fantastic. Things are going amazing. So I can't wait to pick up Matt and hit loop 4. Here's my pacer Matt. He's a stud. So I think we're 64.5 miles in. Getting there. So this is cool. I got this small little train of headlamps curling through the desert. About the only light you can see is the moon is nowhere to be found. So Jackass Junction is in full dance rave mode right now. The Great Babylon, as it were. Nice job. Cool. We'll skip out on this one mostly for now. I'm kind of close to the 24-hour cutoff, but I'm kind of fill up and I got a rock in my shoe I need to get out, but otherwise, kicking butt. Got Coyote Camp. Woo!
Good job, you guys. Good job.
Thank you, thank you.
Get it done. Get it done.
I got one lap left after this. Woo! Out for the last lap. Thank you, love. Thanks, Mom.
Hey, you got it, buddy.
Thanks, Matt. You're the man.
This is. See you in a few hours.
Nice job, everyone. Nice job. Nice job, guys. Great job. So you probably can't see me because of the light, but heading into Coyote Camp for the last time at mile, what would this be? 84 and a half. So on pace for 24 hours still. Nice job. So I'm starting to wonder if I'd ever see Jackass Junction again for the last time. I think that gap between Coyote Canyon and here takes forever. There it is, beautiful sight. Nice job. So, over halfway done with the last lap. Snake Ranch for the last time. This is the last aid station until headquarters. Oh man, I hurt so bad. Thought I felt pretty good when I went on the last loop, but those last, how many miles is that? 6.5. Last 16 miles just destroyed me, but almost there. So as long as I can maintain like 20-minute miles, I should be fine. My goodness, one of the most beautiful sights I've ever seen. Sorry, my mouth is super dry. So probably like a mile maybe, last mile in 99. Definitely gonna come in under 24 hours unless on a cloudless night I get struck by lightning or something. Drilled by a pelican, I don't know. Gonna totally do this. So Sherry's gonna be there, we'll do the run of honor. Nice job. There's a Toblerone. It's kind of tradition. I started the last race, last 100 mile I ran. So I carry like a torch around the victory lap. reward for finishing. Totally worth 100 miles, I'll tell you what. My goodness, it hurts so bad. It's one of the reasons why I do something like this, to show, even when it's hard, that you're willing to do something and believe it. There it is, last lap, less than like a quarter mile. Just a memory of my grandpa, Gary. He died a few years ago, but he always believed in me. His grandpa, if you can hear, thank you for example. Thank you for always believing in me.